What if we told you that one of the NFL's most reliable and explosive wide receivers is officially asking for a trade? That's right. Terry McLaurin, the Washington Commanders' star pass catcher, is ready to make a move. After months of stalled contract talks, McLaurin has officially requested a trade, shaking up the Commanders' offseason and sending ripples through the entire league. So where could McLaurin land? Which teams have the cap space, the need, and the motivation to make a big splash and bring in this proven Pro Bowl talent? Today, we're breaking down the top 6 landing spots for Terry McLaurin as the 2025 NFL season inches closer. But before we dive in, if you love deep NFL analysis and want the latest on all the biggest stories around the league, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more, and drop your thoughts in the comments below. We want to hear where you think McLaurin should end up. Terry McLaurin has been the face of the Commanders' receiving corps since he entered the league. A dynamic, crisp route runner with serious playmaking ability, McLaurin has consistently been one of Washington's top offensive weapons. But the offseason hasn't gone as smoothly as anyone hoped. Washington is caught in a tough spot. On one hand, they want to keep McLaurin, their number 1 target, and a key piece of their offense. On the other, the stalled talks and McLaurin's public dissatisfaction complicate things. Reports suggest the Commanders are open to making moves, especially after adding Deebo Samuel this offseason. Could McLaurin be part of a trade package that reshapes the Commanders' receiving corps while addressing their roster needs? If General Manager Adam Peters decides to entertain trade offers, there could be a lot of action on the phones this summer. Let's break down the 6 teams most likely to pursue McLaurin and why they make sense. 1. Indianapolis Colts. The Colts are at a crossroads with their offense. Shane Steichen's system is ready for a breakout year, but with Daniel Jones and Anthony Richardson both under center, there's uncertainty. Adding a veteran, proven wideout like McLaurin could provide a massive boost to their passing game. The Colts don't have tons of cap space for quarterbacks, so investing heavily in the receiver position makes strategic sense. Plus, a trade could include the Colts sending a veteran receiver back to Washington, making this a potential win-win. Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes is arguably the best quarterback in the league, but the Chiefs' receiving corps has been a revolving door of bargain bin signings and draft picks like Rashee Rice and Juju Smith-Schuster. With several key receivers battling injuries, Mahomes and GM Brett Veach might be looking for a consistent, explosive weapon who can stretch the field. McLaurin would be a perfect fit for the Chiefs' offense, and though cap space is tight, don't underestimate what a team chasing a championship will do for a proven player. Mahomes has openly admitted he wants more downfield options, and McLaurin fits that bill. 3. Las Vegas Raiders. Contending? Maybe not yet, but the Raiders are clearly gearing up to make the most of the 2025 season with Geno Smith under center and Pete Carroll calling the shots. They've got plenty of salary cap space, $37 million this year and nearly $100 million in 2026. Adding McLaurin would give the Raiders a dynamic receiver to complement star tight end Brock Bowers and provide Geno Smith with a legit target downfield. The Raiders know this could be their chance to push toward playoff contention, and McLaurin could be the missing piece. 4. Los Angeles Chargers. Physical Chargers team, adding bruising backs like Najee Harris. Now, with Mike Williams retiring before he could really get going, the Chargers need a field-stretching threat to complement Justin Herbert's skill set. McLaurin fits perfectly here. The Chargers have over $30 million in cap space, a solid offensive foundation, and a desire to mix toughness with explosive playmaking. Pairing McLaurin with route runner Ladd McConkey could be a nightmare for defenses in 2025. 5. New York Jets. The Jets are in rebuild mode, but loaded with cap space, around $30 million. With Garrett Wilson locked in and Justin Fields quarterbacking, New York needs more weapons to jumpstart the offense. McLaurin's connection to Fields from their Ohio State days could be a big selling point. Plus, Jets passing game coordinator Scott Turner was McLaurin's play caller in Washington. This familiarity could help McLaurin seamlessly transition to the Jets and make an immediate impact. San Francisco 49ers. This one's a bit trickier. The 49ers already gave the Commanders Deebo Samuel in a trade, and it's unlikely they want to strengthen a fellow NFC contender. But injuries to Brandon Ayuk and Ricky Pearsall have created a need for immediate help at receiver. McLaurin would be a plug-and-play starter for the 49ers and could provide a boost for Brock Purdy. Washington could get a veteran wideout like Jawan Jennings back in return, making this a potential trade scenario, though it's probably the least likely of the 6. The clock is ticking. Training camp is looming, and the Commanders have a clear decision to make. Meet McLaurin's financial demands or try to capitalize on his trade request. For McLaurin, this is a pivotal moment in his career. Will he stay loyal to Washington or start fresh somewhere new? One thing's for sure, this situation will be one of the biggest stories of the NFL offseason. We'll be watching closely to see if a deal gets done, who might come calling, and how this impacts the 2025 NFL landscape. What do you think? Should the Commanders keep McLaurin at all costs? Or would a trade make sense for both sides? And if he's traded, which landing spot would be best for McLaurin and his new team? Let us know your thoughts down in the comments. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want to stay ahead of all the NFL's biggest moves, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your football friends. Your support helps us bring you the best analysis all season long. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.